Welcome back to the Jam on to You. It is 7:11, and it's time now for another jam session, the Friday version of it. We got a special guest who's sticking around, R&B singer Chante Moore. Still in the building. Now, you did the weather better than anybody I've ever seen. You even had John hitting a high note.
That was fun. He did kind of go up there, didn't he? Yeah, that was good.
All right, well, a recent article on Yahoo Beauty says that the #1 trait men find most irresistible in women is?
My first thought was confidence, but I think overconfidence is too much. So, sex appeal. I don't know.
You think you'll say confidence is the thing?
I would say confidence.
That kind of plays to it. Do you guys have a guess?
I would say a pretty smile. You know, men are visual people. A pretty smile, pretty face, like a
not all
aura.
about the physical, though.
It is at
No,
first.
but it is at first.
first.
Yes, true.
Just at first.
John, you got a guess?
Pass.
Don't
quite apply to me. But I think it doesn't, no matter what, whether you're looking for a man, a woman, whatever it is, I think you're looking for confidence.
Yeah.
I think you're looking for an independent, confident person.
So this is closely aligned with it. It's actually independence.
Yeah.
Nice.
Independence is what men love, and I think I can speak to this one maybe better than the three of you at the panel, because I do know what men are interested in women. I won't speak for all men, but for me, independence is huge because you want a woman that can do for her own. It's not about her needing your money or anything like that. That's not what I'm talking about. But a woman that you know, if you're at a party, you don't have to worry about taking care of her at that party. She can mingle. If you leave her out of
She's
town,
confident
she's not
enough
calling.
to be and
She's doing
do her
thing.
own thing. Yeah.
But
No
I think,
one
Chante,
wants clingy.
Yeah, you had a good point, Chante, about the overconfidence thing. I think that everything's a fine line with whoever you like, you know?
Because girls get a little overdone. I don't need you by my own. You're like, lady, I just want to get to know you.
And so the thing, the biggest turnoff is neediness.
Yeah, there's that line. Yeah.
Are you surprised by that?
Balance.
No, I'm not surprised by that. I think no one wants to feel like you're wanting them more. There's a quote that says, "He who loves the least controls the relationship."
What would you say is the most irresistible thing? How about I flip it to you guys? What's the most irresistible thing in a man? All three of you can speak to that one, so let me know.
That's true.
I got multiple.
Yeah.
I want a man that makes me laugh. That is irresistible.
Yeah. Absolutely
A man that has his stuff together.
Yes.
I want a man with a good job, with a man that can provide for himself and help me. I feel like a man should help a woman.
Absolutely.
I don't need it, but I'm happy that he does help me. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
You covered it.
That's a lot. It was good. I thought she was going to pick one thing. I'm like, yes, that's my answer.
And that
Oh,
one
wait, I like that
Yes.
too.
All of it.
I want someone who's going to compliment my life most.
Absolutely.
Nice.
All right, we'll talk about a mom's night out. Serena Williams did it very big. She gave birth just over a month ago. Check her out. She's looking stylish. And a woman's night out for her is out with her fiance and hanging out backstage with that man, Bruno Mars.
Wow.
I mean, I saw this video, and the first thing I thought is, how does she do it? I mean, she's a superhero. A month after giving birth, she looks like that. Isn't that great?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Did you see Beyonce? The boobs were like way up there. She's feeding twins, so I know how it is. I got very voluptuous when that happened.
She's earned it, though, right? Like,
No,
good for her
twins
letting
can
loose.
help.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I
amazing.
think that's wonderful.
I just think she continues to defy the odds. I mean,
she was pregnant when she won.
Yeah,
How
people.
was that?
It's something interesting about her. People, I feel like, were rooting for her to fail so much during her professional career, and now that she's reached that status of she's the greatest tennis player of all time, I think male or female, she's right up there with anybody. And I think now she's fully recognized as just a lovable person. I feel like there's been a shift where now everyone's behind her. It's almost like that LeBron James effect. People didn't like him. Now everyone loves him.
Yeah, when you stand up as the character that they are, I think that really builds into it. So.
Yeah, I absolutely
loves
agree.
him.
Well, we got a funny story out of Milwaukee. For the second year in a row, marathon runners were okey-doked basically on the length of the track for the marathon. This year, it was a lesser track, which means those who are trying to qualify for the exalted Boston Marathon, their times weren't accepted because it was an eighth of a mile too short. Now, it'd be okay if this happened once. The second straight year in Milwaukee, this marathon, the PNC Milwaukee Marathon,
Is
they
it
got
the
it
same
wrong.
guy?
I don't know. He better gotten fired last year.
I'm
Fool me
saying-
once, shame on you.
Yeah.
You had one
Measure
job.
I don't
twice.
understand.
But it wasn't. It was an 0.8 of a mile. It was almost a mile shorter.
Oh, so it wasn't an eighth of a mile.
No, and I was wondering, would they just get into one of those tape measures out, and every 6 feet they had to all right, mark here, like you do in
he
your
was going
living room or
this.
something like that?
1, 2, 3. Wait. Shh. 3.
7,
Did I say 3
12.
already? 4, 5.
Right.
And
That's
so,
what he
and
did.
so the crazy thing is, some of these people qualified for the Boston Marathon, which is very difficult, and they're excited, and then they find out there was a whole mile short on this thing. But those runners should have known them by their times, right?
I'm not running for nothing, okay? They are crazy. I'm suing. I'm going crazy. Give me that person's name.
No, I'm getting in it. I'm getting in it.
Well, how about this?
Hear
How
what
about
they
this?
say.
Even worse, the year before, it was almost a mile longer for some people. So imagine if you're running 26 miles, and all of a sudden it becomes 27.2 miles.
Wait, then they should just split the difference. If you ran both years, they just pick the time in between. You're right there. That's your time. Because I'll tell you what, if I ran and it was a mile shorter, I'm keeping that time. I don't care what they
Keep
say.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Would you guys ever run a marathon?
No.
Would you ever consider
You
it?
said imagine running
Man was
26
chasing me
miles. I can't imagine.
with a knife for a long time.
You keep
I
going.
would
That's
run.
the only one.
Yes, I would.
Oh, that's awesome.